Samsung VRT washer getting the SE error. All that means is to clean the screen. Watch my video to see how I do it. Hello and welcome back to the channel. I got a lot of comments on my repair of this washer before, and this is a consistent issue that I've been having with it. About once every month or two, you got to go through and clean out the filter. That SE symbol is pretty much just saying that it can't drain. And a lot of the times what that is it's just a sock or two or a 50-cent piece has been stuck in mine. It's really easy to miss those kind of things. The main reason I made this video is because if you don't have the pedestal to put these things on, you'll see why here in a second. I learned the easy way, or the hard way, that it can be a pain in the butt to empty these things. So I found that I can use a shop vac. Of course, like you seen there, you want to get all the debris out of it and stuff, and then take your filter off so you don't ruin your filter. But the shop vac makes it to where you don't have to put something under it to catch the water, which is what I was having a really bad time with, because in the house you don't want it spraying all over the floor. See that little hose right there? That's what you pull the plug out of. And you can see it right here in just a second. Because you pull out this little stopper here, and then what it does is it just starts spraying all over the place. And you know, there ain't really a lot of clearance from the very bottom of this washer to the floor for you to let it drain into. And you can't put a bucket there for it to drain up into, because it has to be below the lowest point. So I put it on the shop vac, and 30 minutes later, as you just seen, I come back and I check it. As long as the water ain't coming out of there, you're good. This door, I've done this so many times, you can see I broke off the plastic tab that holds it on. But that's alright, this is kind of the garage washer and dryer now. I feel sorry for anybody that bought these things thinking they're really good washers and dryers. I've had mine for about 5 years, and I've replaced all kinds of stuff on the dryer. Now the washer has a leak in the bottom of it somewhere. I can't really find it. And this filter I have to clean out once every couple weeks or a month. It depends how often something gets down past the tub. I don't even know how it can get down past the tub. Seems like it should be a little bit harder to get down in there. But after you get everything out of it, you want to make sure you shine your light up in there, because the one time I forgot to shine my light up in there, I pulled out some socks and put it all back together, and it still didn't work. And I was like, oh man, well, I gotta buy a pump. Well, I looked up in there with the light, and there was a 50-cent piece in there that had it's perfect size of the hole. So you always want to make sure that you look up in there and see behind where the screen goes if there's anything on further back in there. But you just screw this filter back into there. Make sure you don't tighten it too tight, because it's only plastic that clips in there, and it kind of locks in there. It does have a rubber ring to keep it from leaking. Then of course you put your plug back in and you clip it back up in there so it isn't hanging out all goofy. And I take my shop vac and just clean up any little water that got on the floor right there. You can see quite a bit got down from the face. You're gonna always get some on the floor, but there's the socks that were stuck in it. It's just so nasty. But yeah, you're always gonna get a little bit of the water on the floor. There isn't really no way to stop that, because even if you suck it all out of the hose, it's gonna be in where the screen goes when you pull the screen thing out. So I mean, a little bit is gonna come out. So this isn't a way to keep your floor completely dry. So if you have carpet, you might want to put a towel down first. You can see right here all the water that it sucked up. That's what couldn't drain. And it stinks to high heaven. Oh my gosh, it stunk so bad. And of course you want to make sure you dump it out. You don't want to leave it sitting in your wet vac for very long. That's for sure. This is after I put it all back together, and you always want to check to make sure it's pumping out. And you can see I got good flow coming out that. It's in the garage right now, which kind of looks goofy because I'm just draining into a sink, but I am remodeling the house. But after it gets fixed, make sure that there isn't too much water in the whatever's in there. I had blankets in there. My son put in there last night and it never drained. That's how I knew that it was messed up. So I had to go through and pull the screen, pull the socks, put the screen back in, drain it and all that. It's kind of a big headache, but considering I've had it for about 5 years and I know about every piece that's in these things and I can figure out how to fix them, it's nice to be able to fix my own thing instead of having to buy something new every time. Well, you just stick it in the dryer and you're done. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video and want to follow my process, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in.